Jeremiah chapter 44. The message that Jeremiah received for all the Judeans who lived in the land of Egypt, who had their homes in Migdol, Taphanes, Noph, and the land of Pathros. This is what God of the angel armies, the God of Israel, says. You saw with your own eyes the terrible doom that I brought down on Jerusalem and the Judean cities. Look at what's left. Ghost towns of rubble and smoking ruins, and all because they took up with evil ways, making me angry by going off to offer sacrifices and worship the latest in gods, no gods that neither they nor you nor your ancestors knew the first thing about. Morning after morning and long into the night I kept after you, sending you all these prophets, my servants, begging you, please, please don't do this. Don't fool around in this loathsome gutter of gods that I hate with a passion. But do you think anyone paid the least bit of attention or repented of evil or quit offering sacrifices to the no gods? Not one. So I let loose my anger, a firestorm of wrath in the cities of Judah and the streets of Jerusalem, and left them in ruins and wasted. And they're still in ruins and wasted. This is the message of God, God of the angel armies, the God of Israel. So why are you ruining your lives by amputating yourself, man, woman, child and baby, from the life of Judah, leaving yourselves isolated, unconnected? And why do you deliberately make me angry by what you do, offering sacrifices to these no gods in the land of Egypt where you've come to live? You only destroy yourselves and make yourselves an example example used in curses and an object of ridicule among the nations of the earth. Have you so soon forgotten the evil lives of your ancestors, the evil lives of the kings of Judah and their wives, to say nothing of your own evil lives, you and your wives, the evil you flaunted in the land of Judah and the streets of Jerusalem? And to this day, there's not a trace of remorse, not a sign of reverence, nobody caring about living by what I tell them or following my instructions that I've set out so plainly before you and your parents. So this is what God of the angel armies decrees. Watch out. I've decided to bring doom on you and get rid of everyone connected with Judah. I'm going to take what's left of Judah, those who have decided to go to Egypt and live there, and finish them off. In Egypt, they will be either killed or starved to death. The same fate will fall upon both the obscure and the important, regardless of their status. They will be either killed or starve. You'll end up cursed, reviled, ridiculed, and mocked. I'll give those who are in Egypt the same medicine I gave those in Jerusalem: massacre, starvation, and disease. None of those who managed to get out of Judah alive and get away to Egypt are going to make it back to the Judah for which they're so homesick. None will make it back, except maybe a few fugitives. The men who knew that their wives had been burning sacrifices to the no gods, joined by a large crowd of women, along with virtually everyone living in Pathros in Egypt, answered Jeremiah, "We're having nothing to do with what you tell us is God's message. We're going to go right on offering sacrifices to the Queen of Heaven and pouring out drink offerings to her, keeping up the traditions set out by our ancestors, our kings and the government leaders in the cities of Judah and the streets of Jerusalem in the good old days. We've had a good life then, lots of food, rising standards of living, and no bad luck. But the moment we quit sacrificing to the Queen of Heaven and pouring out offerings to her, Everything fell apart. We've had nothing but massacre and starvation ever since. And then the women chipped in. Yes, absolutely. We're going to keep at it, offering sacrifices to the Queen of Heaven and pouring out offerings to her. Aren't our husbands behind us? They like it that we make goddess cakes and pour out our offerings to her. Then Jeremiah spoke up, confronting the men and women, all the people who had answered so insolently. He said, "The sacrifices that you and your parents, your kings, your government officials, and the common people of the land offered up to the cities of Judah and the streets of Jerusalem, don't you think God noticed?" He noticed, all right, and he got fed up. Finally, he couldn't take your evil behaviour and your disgusting acts any longer. Your land became a wasteland, a death valley, a horror story, a ghost town, and it continues to be just that. This doom will come upon you because you keep offering all these sacrifices and you sinned against God. You refused to listen to him, wouldn't live the way he directed, ignored the covenant conditions. Jeremiah kept going, but now zeroed in on the women. Listen, all you who are from Judah and living in Egypt, please listen to God's word. God of the angel armies, the God of Israel says, you women, you said it and then you did it. You said, we're going to keep the vows we made to sacrifice to the Queen of Heaven and pour out offerings to her, and nobody's going to stop us. Well, go ahead, keep your vows, do it up big. But also listen to what God has to say about it. All you who are from Judah but live in Egypt, I swear by my great name, backed by everything I am, this is God speaking, that never again shall my name be used in vows, such as sure as the Master God lives, by anyone in the whole country of Egypt. I've targeted each one of you for doom. The good is gone for good. All the Judeans in Egypt will die off by massacre or starvation until they're wiped out. The few who get out of Egypt alive and back to Judah will be very few, hardly worth counting. That ragtag bunch that left Judah to live in Egypt will know who had the last word. And this will be the evidence. I will bring punishment right here, and by this you'll know that the decrees of doom against you are the real thing. Watch for this sign of doom. I will give you Pharaoh Hophra, king of Egypt, over to his enemies, those who are out to kill him, exactly as I gave Zedekiah, king of Judah, to his enemy Nebuchadnezzar, who was after him. Join me again tomorrow as we look at Jeremiah chapter 45. And if you enjoy this, please subscribe and click the like icon. I appreciate you joining me.